Hello there, and thanks for joining me once again at my tying bench. In this tutorial I'm going to tie up a little wet fly pattern. It is simply I call the drowned bee wet fly. It's similar looking to the McGinnity wet fly, that's an old classic. But this pattern I just put together myself, and it's quite an interesting pattern. I thought you might like to see this one tied up. So I'll get this little guy of the vise, a fresh hook in, and we'll get started here. Now the hook I'm using is a standard wet fly hook, mustad 33.99, and I only tie this guy in a size 10 usually. You can tie him a little smaller if you like. Okay. So first thing we'll do, I'm using UTC 70 denier in black. We'll start that on here. Get a thread base going. And we're right back to the barb here. Okay. Now, snip off our tag end. Now the body is simply some black and yellow chenille, small size. And we're going to tie that in here at the rear of the hook. And this will form our body. So catch that in there with a couple pinch wraps. Then we're going to come back down. Come down on the bend just a hair, not a lot, just a little bit down on the bend, and we'll wrap forward. Just like so here. And get that all locked in there, like so. Alright, now before we wrap our body forward, you just simply take the two chenilles, hold them up. Now just turn them clockwise and twist them until you get like a barber pole effect, sort of. And then we're going to wrap that forward. Just like so. And that'll give you the coloration of a bee. The segmentation, the black and the yellow. Just like so. Now I'll tie this guy off here. Come up underneath and then on top, underneath, and then a few more wraps back to lock it in place. And that gives you that segmented black and yellow. And we'll trim that off there. Okay. And I'm just going to put a few more locking wraps in there. Make sure it's in there nice and secure. Alrighty. Now our next step is simply for the wings. Here I'm going to use grizzly hackle tips, and we're going to tie them flat on top in a V formation. So I'll tie one wing in first, and those wings come back to about the end of the body. I'll tie that guy in first, and I'll do the one on my side here. Just like so. Wrap him in there. You want to try to keep them going flat if you can. Flat on top. Sometimes they don't want to cooperate, but just eventually they will. Okay, just like so. Now, I'll fold those hackle stems back to make sure those wings don't pull out. That'll lock them in there good. Then I'll snip the excess off. Now the last step of the fly is just to simply 2 or 3 turns of some black hen hackle here, and I have one ready to tie in, so I'll tie that in by the tip here. Just like so. Wrap that in. Fold it back, and I'll snip the tip out of there. Alright, so now I'll just grab my hackle pliers here, Grab the stem of our hackle, and I'll just make 2 or 3 turns, sort of keep them sweep back like you would on any wet fly. Just a couple turns is all you really need. And I'll come up and tie this guy off, just like so here. Okay, and what I'll do is sweep everything back. Once I get a hold of it here with my fingers, and we'll start to form a little hit on this guy. Now it's the time to reach in and grab that little stem and give him a pull, or you can trim him off. This guy doesn't want to pull off, so I'll probably have to trim him. There we go. Alrighty. I got a couple more fibers underneath there. Just want to get sure those are folded back. Alright, there we have it. Not much to it, a pretty simple tie, but cool little wet fly. Okay, there we have it. The little drowned bee wet fly. There's our wings, our bee-like segmented body with the black and yellow. Alright, so I'll just come in with my whip finisher next and finish this guy off. Okay, we'll give him 3 or 4 turns here. Alrighty, there we go. Snug it down good, snip off the excess, and there we have it, folks. Another size 10 drowned bee wet fly. So I'm simply going to take a little Solaris bone dry now and put on the head there for thread wraps. And we'll go around on that. Just like so here. There we go. Cure that with the UV torch here. Okay. It takes a few seconds. There we go. So if you have the materials, definitely tie a few of these little guys up and add them to your fly box. Give them a whirl. So until next time, I want to thank you all for watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you'd like to see more flies, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and throw in a like too if you wish. And until next time, everyone, happy tying out there. I'll see you all again soon. And so long for now, folks.